Hey everyone, X World here. Doing this different from my last video because I feel I want to get some improvement on my video editing before I try to do a video with clips and sideshows. So y'all be stuck with my face for a while. Let's get into it. My review for One Piece chapter 837, Luffy vs Commander Cracker. Let me start off by saying I enjoyed this chapter. It was a great chapter. I feel we've needed a fight chapter because we've been kind of getting a lot of knowledge-based chapters, which is always good for One Piece because there's usually a lot of mysteries. So anytime one of those gets solved, it's good. But this was a well-needed fight chapter. We didn't have a fight chapter last arc, other than Zunisha, of course, destroying Jack's fleet in that one swipe, which was impressive, but not really. Can't really call it a straw hat. Can't really call it a fight chapter to give a straw hat fight. So, again, well needed. With that said, I hope that both the fights are not finished. We know we're going to have to see more from Brûlé because we still got to get Turin and Chopper back. And I'm hoping Nami is the one that takes on Brûlé. I like the fact that Pound got his moment and they're still doing the thing with Lola and her Vivi card. But I want to see a all Nami fight when Nami goes up against one opponent straight through the fight. She don't need no help. She can get the job done. And I feel Brûlé could possibly be the perfect opponent. Another opponent I think would be good for Nami, very interesting for Nami, let me say that, would be Sanji's sister, Reiju. That would be a fight I'd be interested in seeing. But let's get on to Luffy and Cracker. The fight going exactly pretty much as I expected. Luffy really couldn't keep up with him. Cracker was giving Luffy the work. Luffy hit Gear 4, put that man on his ass. Wasn't surprising to me considering strength-wise, I gotta feel that Cracker might just be not too much stronger than Doflamingo. Now, although Cracker has a 800,000 something bounty and Doflamingo's bounty was, I believe, at 300,000 something, we have to remember Doflamingo's bounty was frozen in time for 10 years. And seeing what Doflamingo could do with his devil fruit power alone, just his power alone, we know bounties are made up of threat to the world government and power. His power alone, I think, if he wasn't a warlord, would have earned him at least double his bounty, putting him into the 700,000 range. Because after all, look what the man could do. A bird cage around an entire island, an entire country. He was able to heal himself using the strings. His awakening. All that crazy. Like anything other than Luffy's Gear 4, King Kong gun craziness, I don't even know how they would have brought Doflamingo down. So, next thing I want to get into is Brûlé's speech. Very informative speech, which I liked. That although we had a fight chapter, we got some information. We found out that Kid, Arouge, Capone, and Apu, 4 members of the worst generation, arrived on Big Mom's Island, and they all got defeated. Now, thing is that I find interesting. First of all, props to Rouge for taking out one of the commanders of Big Mom's, taking out Yonko Commander. A lot of people slept on Rouge. There you go, Rouge, Commander beater. But what I find interesting is that Brûlé did not know that he left the island. So I'm curious, did he manage to escape Cracker and Cracker did not tell anyone? It's kind of keeping it a secret. Or is there something else going on? is Big Mom letting them go and keeping Brûlé in the dark about it? Because Brûlé also didn't know that Cracker was coming. So I'm curious if Brûlé is like on a need-to-know basis for some reason with Big Mom. That there's information she's keeping from her. Next thing I want to talk about is Kid's missing arm. I think we might find that Big Mom or one of her, commanders could have been, most likely that's where Kid lost his arm at. So I think that's a good confirmation. Maybe not a full confirmation, but gives us an idea. And next I want to talk about Capone. And this ties into something else that Brûlé said, that none of these four was able to see Big Mom. Well, we know that's not exactly true because Capone most likely got to see it on the wedding. And we believe from a couple chapters ago, that he's planning to betray Big Mom. At least that's what it seems like to me, and everyone else that given their opinion on it seems to see it the same way. Now, if this is the case, I'm curious if something that I've been pondering on for a while is not true. And that's, do Big Mom have fighting capabilities? Does she have power outside of her devil fruit and her crew to simply throw hands with someone? I honestly don't think she do. Like, I think she could throw a punch. Don't get me wrong. Anyone could throw a punch. We've seen Pound throw a punch. But I don't think she has, like, straight up fighter capabilities. Like, if her and Luffy was to actually go at it, which I don't think is going to happen, I feel Luffy could overwhelm her with physical strength alone. And the only thing he would have to contest with really would be her devil fruit power. So I'm curious if Capone infiltrated her family in order to gain this information, and if he plans to use if the whole time has been planning for Luffy to come there. That's because I believe Capone is going to end up being the main villain of this arc, which Luffy is going to take down before he ends this arc. And by the end of it, Big Mom and the Straw Hats are going to be on some type of truce terms. Maybe not particularly allied, but they won't, and maybe they'll still be enemies, but it's some type of truce. Like, she might let them leave the island, but let them know next time we meet, it's on. Because I just don't see them taking her down. But I'll save that for another time, my theories on how this arc is going to wrap up. The next thing I want to talk about is the fact of Brûlé asking what was the worst in the worst generation. I feel that was a very good question, because I feel that no members of the worst generation really did anything really bad other than Luffy and Blackbeard. I feel they are the worst in the worst generation. They are the ones that earned it through their actions during the Whitebeard War, the Marineford War, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I think Brûlé, you're about to get an answer to your question, and you ain't gonna like it. I think you already felt a little bit of it this chapter. So I'm looking to see more of that, which is Nami versus Brûlé, which it's a fight. In case you don't know, I really, really, really want to see that fight. But I think that's it for this chapter. I enjoyed seeing the redhead pirates on the cover. But yeah, I don't really have much more from this chapter. So, as always, until next time, may your journeys be full of interesting things and happiness. Thank you for watching.